As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work. My brother had this just up in a garage at his house. It's a 1950s Jeep dog carrier. And what I did was I took the screws out of the middle. There were only like two on each side, or three on each side rather. I took those out, took the middle out, and since it was made out of aluminum, I was able to bend it without destroying it, so I can put it back together for the dogs if I ever want to, or if my brother wants me to. I've got it inside our shed because I thought that's an extra layer of protection. I have put hardware cloth over the doors, and I thought this was rather clever. They use the little latches. Let's take a closer look at those. And of course, I've made good use of the hardware cloth and I think the zip ties. But here we have these. I have yet to see any animal that can figure out how to get these off, and they fit on there pretty tight anyway. It's good and warm and snug, especially on these nights when it gets down to about 25, 26. They're just happy as everything. So, when you're on a budget, you can just take just about anything if you can have your imagination. Let it run wild. I borrowed those blocks from the neighbor. They had them thrown out in the woods. I asked them if I could have them. They said yes. So I just put it on top. I have an old table, and that is another story that I'll tell you sometime. That one is probably close to 175 to 200 years old. But we'll talk about that later, because today we're all about this. Now I'm going to put a walkway when I move this outside, and for a while I'm just going to keep them in this at night. The raccoons will not be able to get to them. The mice will not be able to get to them. And as things become more innovative, I'll just have to work on it. It did have a wood bottom, so I drilled some holes in the bottom. The aluminum was not a problem. I put those in and just simply strapped them to metal bars that were already there. So nothing's going to go in. These are 75-pound strength zip ties. So it's going to take something, really something, to open these things up and break them. So see you later.